Hello and welcome back to the channel. That is a beautiful rose bush there, but I am not going to be talking about roses in this video. I'm actually going to be talking about the real estate market. Right now, the real estate market is on fire. The real estate market is on fire, and I've watched things like that because we used to be real estate investors a long time ago, my husband and I, and I'm just going to stop right here in front of this field of rye. We planted that in the fall, and we're just going to leave it there until it turns brown. There's no rush to get it up, so I'm going to leave it there. But anyway, we've been paying very close attention to the real estate market for a number of different reasons. It's just like a habit for me. Some people watch the stock market very closely. And over the years, I've always watched the real estate market in various areas just to see what's going on, to see how prices are fluctuating, going up, going down, or whatever. But with all of this that's going on in the world today, let me just get up and walk around for a bit. But with all that's going on in the world today, let me tell you something about the real estate market. It is on fire in various regions. It's on fire. And that is good and bad. That's good and bad. Right now, in certain areas, it is definitely a seller's market. Definitely a seller's market, meaning if you have your house listed for sale right now, oh, you're going to get multiple offers. And so for buyers, it is not a buyer's market. Not a buyer's market at all. And what that means is if you are trying to buy a property, a house, land, it doesn't matter, you're going to have some competition. So you're either going to have to offer more than what they are asking, or you're going to be in some type of just straight up bid war with a number of different potential buyers. And so your choices are going to be very limited if you are a buyer right now. But for a seller, they could just sit back and kick their feet up. They could sit back and kick their feet up. We have already determined that if we were to try to sell our property right now, we could probably realize a really big profit if we were to try to sell our property. But then here's the problem you're going to have. Where will you go? Because it's not a buyer's market. If you're selling and you don't already have something else lined up, then you are going to be kind of like stuck out there. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to kind of give you an idea of what it means to be a seller's market and a buyer's market. If you're a person that's trying to sell, if you don't already have another place you're going, already just locked and tied, if you're trying to sell so you can go find something else, your options are going to be limited because things are flying off the shelves, right? And of course, we know houses aren't on shelves. I'm just trying to make a point here. So let me tell you what I've been noticing. I've been noticing that even with just very small, minute properties that you wouldn't think that people would be just going out of their minds over. Oh my goodness. I saw a property that was burned up. Okay. It wasn't sitting on a whole lot of land at all, but it had a decent size parcel. It was under 1 acre. Under 1 acre. Well, the house wasn't burned up, but they said the living room and one other room did burn, but the rest was smoke damage. But from the pictures, you can see that the front of the house was just toast. Okay, so that was a description that the house had burned, living room and another room, and then smoke damage. But the outside, you can see that there was some significant damage, right? Under 1 acre. And out of curiosity, I inquired about the property. And at the time I inquired, it was available. And that's because they had just listed it. They had just listed it within an hour, I think. It was less than an hour. And I inquired about it. So, yeah, it was available. But the next day, as I was going through my saved listings, that property had sold that quickly. Meaning, of course, there weren't any exchanges of titles and deeds and things of that nature, but they had a pending offer on it. That quick. And we're talking about a burnt property, a property that had fire damage and smoke damage. And so another one, this one was land. Now, it was very close to an acre, very close. It was about, I say about 3/4 of an acre. No house on it. It did have a small shed, a small pond, and there was something else on there too. I can't remember what the other thing was, but it was no place to live on it. But they did have the option of being able to set up a mobile home or a trailer or something like that. They had that listed at a very, very reasonable price. We inquired about the property, and within days, because at the time we inquired, again, it was available. But within days, the property had a pending offer on it. And I'm like, wow. So that's just two. There are so many others that we inquired about or we had in our saved listing, because we don't always inquire about all of them. Some of them we just inquire about because we're like, wow, that price is so good. Man, you could use a tax return to get this, right? And so that's usually the reason why we'll inquire about some that are just very, very good, priced very, very well, okay? But with others, we just have them in our saved listings. And what happens with those is you'll look up, it'll show that it's still an active listing. And then within days, you'll look up and it'll say pending, sale pending, sale pending. And I'm like, wow. And so Realtor.com, that's one place that we look at, of course, Facebook Marketplace. But if you go to certain regions on Realtor.com and you just type in an area and you say, maybe let's go within a 10 or 20 mile radius of the location that you have selected. When we went through the listings for various areas, what we saw was tripped out. It said pending, 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 pending. You see all these, it's like hundreds of listings on one page, right? Well, not on one page. You have to scroll through the pages, but each time you scroll through the page of maybe, depending on how many they'll display on the first page, you will see all of these pending offers, pending, 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 contingent, contingent, pending. Very few that were active, available listings. I said, I've never seen it like this. The real estate market is hot right now. It is hot. It's on fire. It is on fire, and it's a trip. It's really a trip to see it blazing the way that it is. That's why I say it is a seller's market. And so if you've been looking for a property and everything that you're looking at is either sold or pending, that is the reason why, is because it's a seller's market right now, and people are having a hard time trying to get the properties that they're looking at because of that, because they have so many offers on the table. People are just snapping them up so fast that you can't even get in the door. You can't even get in the door. And so, wow. Even in real estate investing, if you're going to try to get a property that you want to get as an investment, that stuff is snapping up fast too. It's going so fast you don't even have time to react. No real time to react because everything is going so fast. And so I just wanted to give everyone the heads up, anyone that is looking for property. Some of you may have already known this because that has been your experience, that things are going fast. And if you didn't know, now you know. Now you know. Of course, we do realize that this current, it's kind of difficult to call it a pandemic, if you know what I mean. I'm just going to say this current world situation. With this current world situation, it seems as though everything has been turned upside down, including that little See that thing right there? Even that's turned upside down. Gotta come over here and get this water sprinkler because I need this in another area. I was actually looking for one. Got so much going on, family. So much is going on, but it is what it is. But it's really something, family. It's really something because I know that a lot of people are heading to another area, trying to get out to the country. We talked to a guy not long ago, and he was saying that things are so rough in California as far as, you know, mobility, being able to get out and do things because of the strict COVID guidelines. He basically said that he had been stuck in the house for months since the pandemic started, unable to get work because he's a contractor. And so he and his family moved down to this region, you see, and they have even more family that are migrating from California to areas such as this. People are even migrating to Florida, I hear. So many different areas that people are migrating from and to, because they're trying to get to just areas where they can survive a little better. And so it's kind of discouraging, especially when you know people who have been looking and trying to make their move, but it's very difficult. Prices are so high, it's crazy. I mean, even on small parcels of land, I've been looking at like little quarter acres or half acres and lots. And I'm saying to myself, man, even these lots are selling for a lot of money. And they're selling so fast. You look up and you say, okay, so who's going to buy this lot that's 200 by 150, you know? And that's a decent sized lot though, don't get me wrong. But they are going fast. They are going fast. And so it can be discouraging if you are one of those who are in a buyer's market. But for a seller, it's like as soon as that thing hit the market, as soon as it hits the market, oh, you got some offers. You got offers. And so to those of you who are in a buyer's market, I just say continue to be encouraged. Don't give up the fight. Just, continue to look and pray, of course, because the Most High knows exactly where He wants you to be placed. He knows exactly where He wants you to be placed. So don't be discouraged at all, family. Just continue to fight. Keep on looking. Those of you who are not in the market, but you were planning on making a move, just wanted you to be aware of what's going on out here. This is the reality of the world right now. This is what we are dealing with. This is such a pretty plant. This is rye that we've planted. So pretty. It's very tall now. Okay. Look at how tall that is. It's at least about 4 feet tall. That's very pretty though. Now we have that gentle breeze coming over it. That's even more relaxing and beautiful. Well, I am done with this video, family. That's just my little speech on real estate, so I can climb down off of the soapbox of real estate. I enjoy talking about these things because, like I said before, my husband and I, we used to be real estate investors for many years, and that was just something we did. And not sure I'd want to do something like that again unless we had different circumstances. But because of our age and a lot of the things that we have going on, we would definitely need assistance, if you know what I mean, before embarking on something like that. But I'm done with this video. I know I said that already, but I'm done for real this time. If you have any questions or comments, you may leave them below. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And also share and like this video. I would very much appreciate it. With that, I am out.